All in all, first half we executed our game plan to a T. I thought we had them a little bit on their heels. Did a pretty good job on Graham in the first half, just keeping him kind of off balance. And then to start the second half, defense was away from us. We were in a little bit of foul trouble, and I thought maybe that caused us to have a little bit less bite. But they did a good job. Obviously, clearly tried to do some things to go directly into the paint in the second half, and 52 points in the paint is way too much. We want to deliver some contested threes, and just didn't get help down there enough in the second half. They did a good job. All that being said, we still got the game into a manageable spot, down 6 with 3 and change to play. So I'm proud of the fight. We just got to clean up some things for the second time we play them.
They had about a 3-game stretch where their defense was pretty rough and cleaned it up the last 4 games. What did you see on film watching their defense? And I don't know if you saw it early on compared to now, and what did you have improved on that forward?
I mean, this is pretty typical of coaches' teams. They figure it out. But I would say the thing that stuck out is just their want to. Their want to get a stop, to dig down and figure out a way to just cause a little chaos from an offensive standpoint for us. We did not do a good enough job of just continuing to move the ball and space them. But some of that's a credit to them. A lot of it is a credit to them. I just thought their overall ball pressure was pretty darn good. And probably forced us into some off balance, some quick shots. First half, I thought we did a pretty good job. Kind of lost our way a little bit in the second half.
Coach, similar to Chase Center, it seemed like the last minute or two of the first half, you just kind of let it slip. Just walk us through that final play.
Yeah, did not manage the game well in that last 30 seconds. We called a timeout and particularly said we're going to shoot the last shot. They switched to their 3-2 zone. And we shot with 8 seconds on the clock, which then kicked off their fast break. And, worst case scenario, we should be going into the locker room up 2, and we go into the locker room tied. Not the end of the world, but we have to be better in those moments in terms of just managing the game.
One bright spot you can take out of this, 16 of 19 from the free throw line. What did you take to shoot in a chaotic environment like that?
Yeah, I mean, we have good shooters and guys that we have a lot of confidence in. We spend a lot of time shooting free throws, and I'm not surprised by that. That's what we expect to do, but credit to the guys for stepping up and knocking those down.
Marcus had 8 assists in the first half, tied at season high. What did you see that changed his flow in the second half?
Some of it was probably a little bit of their coverages. I thought not just Marcus, we got a little sped up in the second half. And credit to Gonzaga. A lot of that had to do with them and their fight on the basketball. But Marcus is a great player. He's effective winning at such a high level for us, and I know he'll respond the right way. He had been playing great basketball up to this point, and I know he'll respond the right way on Saturday.
Speaking of Saturday, I have a chance to get back on track in less than 48 hours. Just preview that game.
Yeah, I told the team in the locker room we're disappointed. We came up here with every intention to win and expected to win. And I thought we approached the game the right way and didn't go our way, and so we need to be able to turn the page quickly to embrace another scouting report, an entirely different game plan, tomorrow, and go on the road and steal a road win, get a split on the road.
Last game of the regular season, obviously against the same team, you guys can't grow or in size the next 2 weeks, but what will you do against their front court to kind of better contain those guys, EK and Huff and Greg?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did a great job in the first half. It's a matter of maybe presenting a couple different coverages for them to try to keep them off balance. When they see the same thing continuously, they do a good job of adjusting. And so we'll go back and watch the film. I don't know if it was a product of what they did or we just lost our bite. And, I don't want to speak out of turn. I'll watch the film and, we'll make some adjustments going forward. But I love our team, and I'm confident that, we can beat anybody in the conference. We just have to do it for 40 minutes.
It's pretty bunched up at the top of the standings right now, and that game could obviously come down to second place or first place in the conference. What do you expect the intensity level and competition to be like in the Chase Center?
Yeah, I mean, both of us have a lot of games before we get to that point, but it should be a pretty cool way to end the regular season. You want to play in games like that, and We got the road portion out of it, and thankfully they'll be finishing the regular season in San Francisco. But we have a lot of business to kind of tend to before we get to that point, and have to make sure we respond the right way on Saturday.